Hi everybody, welcome to Majesty's House of Music. This is our series in the key of D. We have been doing a series in key D. If you have not watched the previous videos, please check the links below the video. In the description, you'll see the links to the previous series. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe because you'll always be alerted when I post videos on my channel. Okay, so I'm going to play a progression here about chord voicings in the key of D, how to voice your chords, and then I'll break down at the end of it. Okay, so I have a bit going on. Okay, so what I've been doing is trying to play my chords using voicings. Voicings are just techniques to make your chords sound different, so that your chords don't sound ordinary or obvious or easily predictable. Okay, so my progression was simply a 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 4. What are the chords? 4 is G major, 5 is A major, 6 is B minor, then 7 you can play a 5/7, which is A major on the right with C sharp on the left, back to 1. That's the basic progression, okay? Now we can begin just incorporating some simple techniques to help us make our chords sound better. Okay, so for example, when I'm playing a 4, I'll break down each chord and the different voicing techniques that I like to use for these chords. Okay, when I'm playing a 4, I can just play the 4 straight as a G major, or I can add the A to get a G add 9 chord. Okay, or I can play a G major 7th chord. Okay, G major 7th. Excuse me. So I'm just adding the F sharp in addition to the G to get a G major 7th. Now this G major 7th can be played in different inversions. I can bring this F sharp chord here and I can leave out the G. So instead of this, I have this F sharp, B, and D. But now, what about the G? It's covered on the left. Okay? So I can just have this voicing. G and D on my left, F sharp, B, and D on my right. That's my voicing for G major 7th. Or I can use this voicing. It's kind of a 1 on the right with the G on the left for my 4. Okay, so I just have A, D sharp, E, F sharp, and A. It's kind of a D major add 9 chord. Okay, for my 4. So I'm not playing a 1, I'm playing a 4. Okay, because I'm defining my chord with my left hand. This is just a voicing pattern. Okay, Now when I'm playing my 6, for example, after the 4 I went to the 5 and just play the normal 5. That's A major, and I can add the B to get an A add 9 chord. So 4. Then when I'm playing my 6, my B minor, I can do some interesting voicings here. So basically the B minor is B, D and F sharp. You can add an A at the top if you want, okay? With a B and F sharp on the left. Okay, that voicing. Or I can just take down the D down to a D flat or C sharp. So I have this voicing. B, C sharp, F sharp and A for my 6. I can even just play a 5 on my right hand and maintain the 6 on my left like this. So my 5 is A major. I can double up another A at the top. So let me play that progression. Okay, my 4, G major 7th, A major, and then my 6, I can play that. Or I can play that. Sorry. I'm using a 5 on the right but with the 6 on the left. Now instead of playing the 5 here, which is A major, I can play that A major in any inversion. For example, I can play it here. So that becomes my 6. Or I can play the A major here for my 6. So I could start with the 4. 5, A major. So that A major becomes my 6, okay? Or here, or here. Get that? Now, if you looked at my progression when I was playing the 7, normally when you're playing a 7 in D sharp, if you looked at the previous lessons that we did, we say the 7 chord is usually, we can play it as a minor 7th flat 5. That is C sharp minor 7th flat 5. That is C sharp, E, G, and B. We can even play it as a C sharp diminished 7th sometimes. And now in this case, I was using a different voicing for my 7. I was using a 2 as a major chord. So normally 2 in the key of D is E minor, but this time we play an E major. So E, G sharp, and B for our 7. And we can play it in this inversion, the original position, or in this inversion of E major, or in this inversion of E major. So listen to the progression, okay? So 4, 5, 6, 7, then back to 1, and then 4. So see that 7, okay? It's an E major inverted, okay? B, E, G sharp, and then the B on top, okay? So 4, 5, 6, 7, back to 1, then 4. Now, something else I'm doing is using grace notes. What are grace notes? So when I'm playing my 4, for example, even instead of playing all these 7s and all that, I could do this. G, A, B. Then on the 5, sliding into C sharp, okay? Then I move to the 6, so C sharp, C, D, F sharp, and then I used this voicing of the 5 on the right hand for my 6. So look at this. And then the 7, 1, Now on the 1, I can play a D major 7th with a sus2. What does it mean? I have D on the left, and then for my D major 7th, remember you need to add the C sharp. Okay? Let's look at the voicings on our 1, our D. So this is our D major 7th chord. We can play the 1 as a D major 7th. So traditionally that's the triad, D, F sharp, A. If you want a D major 7th, you add the C sharp on top. Now we can play that in this inversion, C sharp, D, F sharp, A. So D, F sharp, A is D major, add the C sharp to get D major 7th. And now we don't want this voicing. We can come back to okay, at the same position, to reduce that tension, you hear that tension in between, we can leave out the D. So that instead of playing the D major 7th like that, we just leave out the D and play C sharp, F sharp, and A. Now these are the kind of voicings that advanced players use. Okay, so where do we play the D? On the left. So that becomes your D major 7th. Now you can add any other notes. For example, you can add an A. You can even crash the A and the B. Okay? If you want the kind of a major 13th voicing, okay? The B is the 13th, which is the same as the 6th. We have covered that in the previous section. So please, as I said, if you have not watched the previous videos in this series, please just check the link below the video. You'll see the clips for the previous series. This is section 5, so you need to go back to section 1 and then come along. Okay, so I can just choose to play my D like this, with a 5 on the right, A major. I can use that inversion of D major 7th, or I can even use a 5 in this inversion. This is an A major chord, inverted. Okay, this is A major, A, C sharp, E, so you're bringing the E here, and we can double the E again at the top, but we are playing a 1. So I may be playing a 5 on my right, but it's just a voicing of 1. Okay, so so I was just using this feeling, this arpeggio, okay? It's an arpeggio of a D major 7th, C sharp, D, F sharp, A. So I was using it in between all the chords. That's just something that came up, not something I'd planned about. Okay? So the more you play, the point is your creativity will just keep growing. There are things which somebody cannot really teach you. I cannot teach you every move I make. Some moves are actually spontaneous because of my personal experience in playing. Okay? So okay, there's some tips, some ideas that can help you, spice up your playing. So if you enjoyed this lesson, please note subscribe to our channel. We're still in the series of key D. So if you want to continue learning with us, subscribe so that you'll be alerted when we post the next video of our series. So thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Now there are just a few things I'd like you to do to help us spread this word and support us. The first thing is to go ahead and hit the like button below this video. Just go ahead and hit the like button. And the second thing you can do is to share this video on our social media platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter. Just go ahead and hit the share button so that will help us to spread this message so that more people can get access to these lessons. And the third thing is that if you have been watching my lessons and you're not subscribed to my channel, please just go right ahead right now. Log into Google with your Gmail, okay? With your Gmail, your email address, log into YouTube, and then hit the subscribe button so that you'll always be notified when I release new classes. And then the last thing you can do is to visit our website, MAJESTY'S then click on the piano video courses, and you'll see a list of several longer detailed courses where I go much deeper into these concepts. Okay, so if you visit our website, you can order those courses there online. If you have a PayPal account, if you don't have a PayPal account, you can just send me an email or a WhatsApp message, and then we can communicate on how you can order the courses and how I'll deliver them to you as downloadable files. I'll simply send to you a link and you can download the course that you are interested in. So thank you for following this channel, and God bless you. See you in the next class.